Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Steel Reel pregame. I'm your favorite host, Monica. On today's episode, Andy and Sticks talk Victory Road and Impact. Caesar gives his pregame tips. The one and only Bryce talks wrestling crushes with Jake and Zanka. And a surprise drop-in by yours truly. Today's word of the day is true. So grab your favorite pregame of choice and enjoy.
Andy with an R. Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R. Whoa, whoa, we own the night. Whoa, whoa. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Still Real pregame. I'm your host, Andy with an I. I got my babe sleeping next to me. Hopefully that opening didn't wake her up. Give me a thumbs up if you hated it. Okay, no thumbs, so she loved it. She's dreaming. She's having a wet dream about it right now. My vocal cords. Whoa, getting ahead of myself. Who I got on the line with me?
Ladies and gentlemen, crack open a cold one alongside Andy and I. Loosen your pants up and let's sit down and get intimate with Impact. It's your boy, Sticks Adam, alongside Andy with an I, the main event. And we're here to break down the best wrestling organization going today, Impact Wrestling.
Yes, indeed. And we had a big weekend. Like, the biggest things that happened was on Sunday, right? False, fuck that shit. The true answer is Victory Road. Oh, yeah, rules apply to the pregame. I crack it open a truly because it's Friday night. I'm getting intimate with Sticks Adam, beat your dicks to Sticks. And anytime you hear the word of the day, which is dropped at the beginning of the episode, crack open a cold one, beat your dicks with Sticks, and take a sip of your favorite pregame. I got a lime truly. You rocking anything, Sticks?
I am rocking a below average Mike's Hard Lemonade Black
Ooh.
Cherry.
Black cherry.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, I like me some Mike's. Mike's was the original Trulies, because
Well, I knew I'd been letting you down the last couple of weeks because it's just been playing like bottled water. So I was like, we're gonna go hard on a Friday because we had a huge week in Impact. I mean, we had a pay-per-view and a weekly television show. So it's like we got to get down on a Friday night.
yes, got to get down on Friday. It's Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Beat his dicks with Sticks, Adam.
Baby.
I like it. That's a new thing. Beat your dicks with Sticks.
I love it. We need to tag that.
Hashtag beat your dicks with Sticks with ratatitty.
Yes.
Ratatitty's tits flapping. It's been a busy week for Ratatitty, by the way. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the Instagram page, but Ratatitty's coming out strong, partying with Mike Pence, partying with Mitch. And
Ratatitty has been all over the gram and is going to take the internet by storm at least in another week, if not sooner.
Yeah, Ratatitty's flapping in the wind. Beat your dicks with Sticks. I'm drinking Trulies. He's drinking Mike Hard Lemonade. Monica had a big old ribeye. Went to steak dinner tonight. She had a big ribeye, a big beer, and she's just passed out, just having a good time. And
she's dreaming about that intro that your voice tones sang to her.
Whoa, whoa, we own the night. For you who don't know, you fucking virgins, that's an Impact opening song.
Yeah, go Google it. Go get educated.
Yeah, go find that clitoris and enjoy it. And you know what?
Yes.
Don't be selfish. Share that shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Sharing's
caring.
Yeah, sharing is caring. It could be fun. Sharing is caring. And let's just be done. I don't know.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, I don't know what the true lyrics are to that song, but I think that whatever. All right, we're way off topic. We're like 5 minutes into this thing, and we've just been talking about beating your dicks with Sticks. I'm singing the shit out of songs. We got Truly. I really have my shirt off right now. That's why I didn't open with the video.
Hey, I was hoping you were going to tell me you got your pump on, and it was going to be we're in post pump freaking come down on this.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my pump on early in the morning. Like I had to wake up, and it was one of these guys' last day of work. So like we had to we did a fitness challenge, and like groups of 4. You grab a 40-pound kettlebell, and then you got to run a mile and a half downhill to the coast, and you got to run a mile and a half uphill, and you guys got to rotate. Like, I mean, you don't have to. One guy can just carry the 40-pound kettlebell the whole way, but it'd be nice to be a true friend and pass that buddy along. But yeah, that was a painful morning. And then
Jesus, you fuck man, for you what you call fun on a freaking morning is goddamn work for me, man. You wouldn't catch me dead doing that.
that was a quote unquote fun run, but the true fact of the matter is it ruined a lot of people's weekends, because like everyone's gonna wake up tomorrow morning like
yeah.
Yeah, it kicked my butt, and I'm not gonna brag or anything, and I find myself
You can kind of brag. I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
I flirt with fit or fat, depends on how many beers I had the night before, but I mean,
you need the motivation. You got to drink the night before, so that way you got motivation in the morning.
I work out so I can get drunk. Exactly.
And that's a damn good mission.
And then when you wake up dehydrated, you just look jacked because your skin's like super tight because you're so dehydrated. You like piss in motor oil.
Yeah. You look in the mirror, it's like, this is the best I'm going to look for quite a while. I need to keep doing this.
I know. I didn't want to drink water after this morning because I was super dehydrated. I was like, oh, I'm flexing hard. I was looking like Ethan Page.
Oh, fuck.
If I could be 100% true.
You should have took a picture of that. That would have broke the internet.
Yeah, I should. And ratatitty probably was there. That sneaky fucker. He's everywhere.
You guys should do a pose off. Hey, how long before ratatitty gets his own Instagram page and gets more followers than like any wrestler on the face of the earth?
I hope so. I mean, like you have your birth child and you want your children to be better than you. So, so you could die and they can be famous. That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of having children. If I can be 100% true, like you must set your children up for success. Bryce will be better than me. Ratatitty will be better than me. And that's fine because they are my legacy. They will pass the Andi with an I name on when they spread their seeds. I don't even know if Ratatitty is a boy or a girl yet, but
Ratatitty's genderless.
Yes. Maybe it's like one of them things where it's like it could do both.
It swings both ways depending on how the night's going.
And then it can have its own babies.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie? Like you're older. You're like a little bit older than me, right? Like couple years. You probably seen a movie called The Stupids with Tom Arnold. The Stupids.
No, I haven't.
Okay, I just remember because it was like back in VHS era, guys. VHS era.
We just now lost half the audience.
Yeah. You'd have to watch the previews before your favorite movies, and you can fast forward, rewind. I don't remember what VHS it was, but every time there was a preview for the movie called The Stupids. Google it. There's a song Tom Arnold sings, "I'm my own grandpa," and maybe subconsciously that's how that was the start of Ratatitty. Like when I was a wee lad, and I was building up in my subconscious, and then boom, Ratatitty. Ratatitty will be his own grandpa.
That's just so awesome that you came up with the thought of Ratatitty when you're young Andi with a lowercase I, and now that you're Andi with that uppercase I, it's come to fruition.
Yeah, it's definitely come to fruition. I mean, I think I told Zanka this. I don't know. I might have. I don't know if I was recording when I did it, because that's special announcement. Zanka interview with Zanka will be after our segment this week. Yeah, I got our daddy, and I was telling him the first tits I've ever seen in my life were Total Recall, and not the new, like the remake, the original Total Recall.
Oh, with the governor.
Yeah. Yes. And I saw those three things staring at me in the face, and I was like, that's the bar. So
That's what we're gonna start with.
that it's that or nothing at all, and
Yeah.
that could be the birth child of ratatitty. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to trace it back. I mean, I did say I came up with it when I was watching Housewives with Monica, but like this could have been like a deep planted seed, like Inception style.
You say you came up with Ratatouille while watching Real Housewives might be the only best thing to ever happen with Real Housewives.
Because I could. It's either Housewives or what other we watched another show. It's slipping my mind. Like I watched Trash. I watched Maury. I watched Housewives. I watched.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the American dream right there.
Exactly. Fucking A. If I could be 100% true with the whole audience, this is me. This is me on the table right here. But
Take us as we are.
yes, if you don't like,
If you're not down with Maury, with Jerry, with Real Housewives, Below Deck, this ain't for you. We're sorry.
No. Too bad. So sad. I feel like I need to be like Johnny Swinger, and like audience is our young boys. You know, we get Daddy-O. We gotta get them on under the wing. You know.
True.
Man. Okay. Way off topic. 10 minutes into this podcast, but that's awesome. We're gonna go over the results of Victory Road. Did you watch it on Fight App or did you watch it on pay-per-view?
Oh, I watched it on Impact Plus, baby.
Impact Plus. Okay, boom.
Oh yeah.
And that's cheaper than WWE Network. And
oh yes. And the library it has is way better than what WWE Network has.
I know. I watched the Impact in 60, and I just see the matches. This week was Chris Daniels versus AJ Styles. I mean, at Bound for Glory, it sets up the next pay-per-view, gets you interested. It's like, oh man, if this kind of shit happens at the pay-per-views, like the matches are showing us on Impact 60, I have to watch what's going to happen at this pay-per-view. So yes,
Oh yeah.
very exciting. I just totally forgot. I was like on my little rant from last week. It's either the Butcher or the Blade. I think it's the Butcher. Used to be Braxton Sutter in Impact. And he's married to Allie, who is the bunny in AEW. So boom, that's two more for your ass. Penta and Phoenix, they were in Impact. Was a Drake Maverick Impact. Rockstar Spud, one of the greatest characters of all time. So good he got re-signed after he got fired. And who else this week? AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre. That's going to be an Impact like rematch right there on Monday Night Raw as of the draft. Tyler Black, the Messiah, got his start. He got tossed around by Hernandez, who is still in Impact now.
Well, even if you go with the Young Bucks, you had Matt and Nick Buck.
Yeah. There you go, the Young Bucks,
executive VPs.
Yes, of AEW All-Star Impact. So give Impact a chance, my guys.
Yes. What's the worst thing that's going to happen?
Nothing. You're gonna watch.
Come on now.
You're gonna watch 2 hours of wrestling, and
that will change your life.
And it won't let you down because everyone seems to cry about AEW. Everyone seems to cry about WWE. I never really see anybody cry about Impact because they're going in knowing what they're going to get, and it never fails.
Exactly.
And you have arguably the best promo in the history of wrestling with the Scott Steiner mathematic equation when he went in a triple threat match against Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. Google that.
Oh, yes. You want a good couple of minutes do you want to feel good about yourself? Just Google that and sit there for a couple of minutes, and you will never have any problems with your confidence.
I'm telling you right now, I think I'm gonna find the words, and I'm gonna have Bryce read that on the podcast.
That's gonna be awesome.
That and the Joe Dirt, you're standing there as a owning a firework stand saying you don't got no Husker dues, that, and that's the same as a Scott Steiner promo. I think those two are 1 and 2 or tied for first in all time, like lines on any TV show or movie.
It's 1A and 1B essentially.
Here you go. There you go. Oh man. So yeah, we did. Yeah, I'm sorry. As I'm thinking, like I'm too turnt for this. Monica and I did our Manmosa at. They didn't have Blue Moon, but they had Shock Top, so we did Shock Top.
How'd it go?
It was a little. I mean, it's Shock Top, not Blue Moon. I mean, it's like it's Cody Deaner of wheat beers. Sorry, Cody Deaner. I like you a lot. Don't. It's not hate. It's not hate. It's not like you're listening either. Not like you're
Hey,
listening.
you never know. You never know.
I know. I got Dez. Dez got liked on the Instagram, so I don't know.
Hey, that's still real pregame. IG page is getting some notoriety.
So yeah, I was thinking of my turntness, and I don't know what road I'm going down to be 100% true with you right now. All right, Victory Road. That's the road I need to be on. Victory fucking Road. Surprise match. We didn't go over. Surprise match. The Rascals, Dez and Wentz, defeated Triple XL AC Romero, and I remember his name now, Larry D.
Yep.
Larry D. I know Larry D lost weight. He was looking fitter. Than when he was in Wrestle House, and I know AC's working on it too. So props to them.
Well, yeah, because they had the I think it was Sports Illustrated had the article about AC.
Yep, he did. I just retweeted that like a couple hours ago. Big props,
yes, sir.
Big props to AC. But the Rascals, Dez and Wentz, they had. I mean, of course, they're getting beat up pretty much the whole match, and they come up with some creativity, get the win. What do you think of that match?
I thought it was pretty good. It was a nice way to kick off the show, and quietly, the Rascals are making waves in the tag team division. I mean, they won. They won Saturday, and even though they lost against the Good Brothers, they had a pretty respectable showing against them. So hopefully they get a couple more matches underneath their belt, and maybe we can see them challenge for the tag team championship, regardless of who wins after Bound for Glory.
Yep, you're right. I'm just looking at the time. We gotta go a little bit faster. So I'm gonna let you pick. I'll read through the card. I'll tell the results, and then I'm gonna let you pick 2 or 3 matches that you want to talk about in depth. But so
I can tell you one right now.
Go for it.
That was the one that had the fatal 4-way, right? With each guy from the tag teams.
Yep.
That was awesome. I love that.
And then it was so funny because like I think that's what NXT tried to do when they were looking for number one contenders, like 2 weeks ago, where they put the opposite members in a tag team, and then the winner would face each other later for a number one contendership. But this is cool to build up to a tag team match that's coming up for Bound for Glory. And you got Josh Alexander with the victory. I mean,
one half of the best tag team in Impact Wrestling, but also possibly the best tag team in pro wrestling today.
The North. And
yes,
that's saying a lot because I'm 100% American. All right. I love
yeah, I know it's kind of painful, isn't it? It's like these guys are so freaking good, but it's like you see that damn maple leaf and it's like fuck.
I know. I always, when I see Ethan Page post, I see that flag, I'm like, damn it, he is Canadian, but fuck, I can't hate it.
Yes, because you kind of hate a little bit of yourself inside of you. Just hates yourself a little bit. It's like, but these guys are so fucking good.
So even though Josh Alexander got the victory, who was your standout in the match?
Oh, well, I would have to say probably Ace Austin. I mean, the dude is I know we've talked about him the last couple of weeks, but I mean, he's literally the future of Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, he can bounce. He's obviously been an X Division champion, but we're still waiting for him to be in that heavyweight championship match. And I think regardless of if he wins or loses in a match, he will put on a hell of a good showing, and the promos leading up to it will be so good.
Yeah, I think he needs to put on a little bit more size. I mean, who the fuck am I, right? But I'm just. But
also too, having Madman Fulton as like the big strong guy. Every heel, if they're not like strong themselves, always need like that bodyguard type guy.
Everyone needs a Diesel to the Sean,
Yes.
and I like it. All right, my standout match was the Knockouts Championship match. Not mainly for the match itself, but for the end game when you got Deonna Purrazzo breaking Susie's arm while Kimberly held down Kylie Ray. I thought the match wasn't that much, but I thought the ending of that, like what happened after the fact, that set up two to three separate storylines. Now you got Kylie Ray coming out, coming for Deonna Purrazzo's head, so she might lose that title match at Bound for Glory. Then you got Susie out of action, who might come back as Su Yung.
But also, too, it asks the question when she comes back: is she still friends with Kylie, or will Su Yung be the driving force and have her turn on Kylie?
And that is why I beat my dicks with sticks, because as I was saying, I was like, the third storyline is Susie or Su Yung attacking Kylie Ray and either costing the title match or maybe just setting up a feud to where Kylie loses it down the line after she's held it for a while, after she may possibly defeats Deonna Purrazzo, and she holds it for a while and Susie comes out of nowhere.
The ending to that match, I mean, the match wasn't too bad. But the ending just set so many dominoes in effect going forward.
Yes. So that's why that one stood out to me, because it just set up like different branches. It's like taking an infinity stone out and it branches off into a new universe.
Yes.
The truth will set someone free later down the line, but I don't know where it ends. So.
Oh yeah.
Tennille Dashwood and that fake ass Andi with an eye beats Jordynne Grace, and it didn't look like it did anything for Tennille Dashwood because we didn't see her really on Impact on Tuesday, and Jordynne Grace was all of a sudden in the X Division Championship picture. So we'll talk about that later down the line, but that was whatever. And then speaking of X Division Championship, Rohit Raju defeat Rohit challenge. He beats Willie Mack, and that was pretty surprising. And I remember I called him Chocolate Milk, but it's Chocolate Thunder, so I messed it up last time. Chocolate Thunder came out. He answered the defeat the Rohit challenge. I was pretty excited because Willie Mack, I liked him a lot, and I liked him a lot in Lucha Underground, and he's been an Impact for a minute, doing good things.
Oh yeah, he puts on good matches.
Yeah, I kind of want to see, although he's kind of busy for Bound for Glory, I would kind of see him turn on Rich Swann, and then they have a little beef, because I think those guys can make some magic. But
oh yeah.
But yeah, that was that match happened. Sorry, I'm going fast. We need to talk about Impact, and we're running out of time. And I got way off topic early. So, unsanctioned match. Rhino and Heath defeat Reno Scum. # Heath for Impact. Open the door for negotiations with Scott D'Amore on the next episode of Impact, which is the one that we're going to talk about later. So, what did you think of that match?
Not too bad. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's nice to see Heath wrestle, and you could tell. I mean, obviously, if you're a wrestling fan, you know they were a tag team on SmackDown and WWE, so it's nice to see that they still have the chemistry, even though they have been kind of apart. So it wasn't a too bad match. I mean, it was a good building block setting up towards the future for Heath.
Yes, and it plays out on Impact this week, so we'll come back to that. And it was pretty good. Trey Miguel defeated Moose I don't think we talked about that. I don't think that was an advertised match.
No, it wasn't. Well, they made it because he was Moose was backstage. I think he was looking for EC3, and he said something to Scott D'Amore, and Scott said, "You need to not worry about EC3 because you got a match tonight." Yeah,
and I love how Moose looks for his title, or he looks for EC3. Like, we'll get into it when he's during Impact episode, but like when he looks for, he'll like talk to some random person, probably doesn't even know what EC3 is. Like, he's like, "You seen EC3?" And the guy's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Moose is a terrible detective, but it's okay. I gotta remember I'm watching Impact here. So, but yeah, Trey Miguel gets the victory on him. We already talked about the Fatal 4-Way, talked about the Impact title match, and Eric Young, he made easy work of Eddie Edwards. I mean, he did do the neck breaker on the turnbuckle.
Well, even the move where he slammed both his knees
Yeah,
on the mat. I mean, it was definitely a hard. I don't know if I want to say hard hitting match, but I mean he made it set it up so that way when the finish happened, you could understand why Eddie Edwards tapped, because he had worked on his legs the whole match.
yeah, and I don't see any championship aspirations in his future after this. This was a devastating loss for the
Let me
Eddie
ask you
Edwards
something.
brand.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you something. With we saw earlier, maybe about a quarter of the way into the pay-per-view, that Sammy and Ken Shamrock were in the back. Were you kind of surprised that they didn't get involved in that match?
Yeah, because what happened, I don't know if it was a fact of like how they taped everything and they just weren't sure or everything, because I know like they tape like every episode if like a month in advance, then maybe
Yeah.
they just forgot about throwing them in the mix. But like, how are you gonna have this big on the go ahead episode, like this big confrontation with Sammy, Eddie, and Ken Shamrock, and then not come into the mix?
Well, I mean, if you look at it, Eddie had his ankle taped. They
Mhm.
kind of, and the announcers, Josh and Madison, kind of made reference to it, and it's like, even if you have him come out afterwards
Yeah,
and
something like that.
attack Eddie even more, because I mean, are you going to have there be a confrontation in like the next couple of weeks? Because we're like 2 impacts out from Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would assume that either Eddie's got to have a match with Ken or he's going to have a match with Sammy. So it's like, why wouldn't you have that be like a building block heading into like the next 2 to 3 weeks?
That brings up a good point. Maybe this is why, they're barely breaking, like they're close to 200,000 viewers a week. But like, I mean, I could see where the complications are, but
Well, they've been climbing the last, I think I saw like the September numbers, September, and they have risen every week. So it's like, obviously, this podcast is bringing recognition
exactly.
to Impact Wrestling. So it's like, you guys, come on now, the wave is coming. Let's make this. Let's go.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I don't think you get any more true of that. Ratatitty and Still Real Pregame is elevating Impact.
And that is true. Damn true.
Yes. Oh, another Impact champion, Impact Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Boom. Kurt Angle, if you're not paying attention, kids. But now we're on to whoa, we own the night. Impact. First match.
I think you sing that. I think you sing that better than the actual band that does that.
I don't think so. I don't.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I went to Catholic school. So yes, shocking. I went to Catholic school, and I was in the choir for a little bit. So,
well, I could tell because that voice. I mean, how you don't have at least a part-time record deal is just beyond me.
Oh well, see, I sing under my pseudonym, and that's yeah, that's it's Vandy. Vagina Andy. Yeah. Vandy. Hashtag Vandy's vocals. Beat your dicks with sticks while listening to Vandy's vocals.
Vandy's vocals, yes. The soundtrack to any perfect movie or TV show.
Yes.
Is brought to you by Vandy.
Vandy. Beat your sticks with dick. Beat your dicks with sticks. Beat off sticks with your dicks. Oh, wait. Oh, man.
Whoa. Huh? What? Huh? How'd that get out?
Oh, man. These blueberry Trulies really get me in trouble.
Truly is letting the truth out.
Oh, boom. It is. That is 100% true. And if I could be 100% true, we need to get Truly to sponsor this podcast.
Yes, that would be so amazing.
Yes. All right. So yes. Whoa. We own the night. Impact starts off with a Victory Road rematch. Tommy versus Brian Myers. The first thing that comes to my mind is at the end when Brian Myers brings a kendo stick, he fucks up and Tommy gets it after he hits him with the Russian leg sweep kendo stick, which I am surprised didn't cause a disqualification. He's like, think of my kid, think of my daughters, think of my daughters. And then Tommy stops like a chump, and then boom, Brian Myers gets the victory. Like, what the hell?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm surprised it wasn't a hardcore match because, there was a backstage interaction, wasn't it, at Victory Road between Tommy and Brian, and Tommy said, well, maybe I'll bring back the Innovator or Hardcore on Tuesday. And he looked like a little bitch.
Yeah,
I mean, Brian Myers ended up whooping his ass with a kendo stick, and it's just like, come on, Tommy. Yeah.
He pulled
a little bit of a fight.
Yeah, he pulled a veteran move on the veteran.
Yes.
I mean, I saw a turn for the best when he hit him with the Russian leg sweep and the kendo stick, which I was so surprised there wasn't a disqualification. But of course, it made sense because he ended up losing the match in true Tommy fashion, because that's what Tommy does. He does it. He makes you think he's going to win. He's the underdog. He's fucking Rudy Rudiger. And then, nope, not in this movie. He doesn't get the sack.
He whiffs.
Just like in real life, Rudy gets blocked. He doesn't even get blocked. The fucking left tackle just
misses.
The left tackle just slaps him in the face.
He trips over his own shoelaces.
Oh man, I love it. But that led to a little more beating after the match. Brian Myers was beating him, and Scott D'Amore. Like, D'Amore is everywhere. And he's always out of breath after he gets
He's always out of breath. He's always got to pull his headset off.
Yes, the headset. That's hilarious. I don't know if he's making fun of Adam Pearce, but or he's just doing a really good job being Scott D'Amore.
It's got to be a combination of both.
Yeah, it makes sense. But after that, Madison Rayne and Josh Matthews, which they're growing on me right now. Madison, her digs are kind of lame, but Josh Matthews has been growing on me. Maybe it's because he did that gimmick where he said he was the best. He was like the heel commentator, and he said he was the best of all time.
Well, I mean, they're the first couple of announcing.
Yes, they are. Yes, and Madison is out of his league, but it's okay.
Yeah. You see, when you find out that they're married, it's like, wow, you really hit above your weight class, buddy.
Yeah, you right. That's true. You true. You right. True
that.
And then it led into Moose picking up towels, picking up trash cans, lifting it one way, lifting it the other way, picking up a weight bench, and then going around it to see if it's on the other side for his TNA championship. And I was like, what is he looking for? Like, you might look for your phone that way, but you're not going to look for a title.
You're not going to find a heavyweight title looking for it that way.
I'm watching the clip now. He's looking under towels in a small ass drawer, picking up trash cans, cushions to a couch. He barely looks under that couch. He's in some swimming pool area looking up at hand towels. He looks under a workout bike. Under a weight case, under a weight bench. He goes under the yoga mat.
He's not going to get any acting jobs for this performance.
I mean, yeah. I mean, coming from the NFL into wrestling and looking underneath a tailpipe, underneath a motorcycle, going into the trash can in the parking lot, lifting it left, lifting it right, going underneath a pickup truck, looking in the trash can. He actually picked up trash.
That's something Mongo McMichael would do.
Oh, dude. That's a must-follow page if you're on Twitter.
Yes. Oh my God.
Mongo doing things or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
That page that got me through a lot of quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Okay. what I want to list like a list of 5 things you think that could have been better that Moose didn't look under that he should have looked under.
Oh, Jesus.
It doesn't have to be like a real thing. Maybe like in the context of what he was looking for. So like maybe under someone's foot. Like that's
he could have picked somebody up and looked underneath somebody.
I would have loved to see him like go to like a mouse pad and like under the mouse pad or something like that.
He goes back to catering and there's like a tablecloth and he does like the pull the tablecloth off the table.
That would have been
he looks underneath and he's like, and it's not there.
That would have been legit. So we came back from commercial and it's the wedding party talking. Eddie Bravo is talking about Johnny Bravo, right? Johnny Bravo?
Johnny.
Bravo.
I don't know. Everybody, we all know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm supposed to be an Impact fan over here. And he talking about how this wedding's costing him money. Fallah Bah's like, I'm going to get the money. He knows what to do. And then it sets up a match between the Deaners, Johnny Swinger, and Crazy Steve. And after that segment, we go into the Defeat Rohit Challenge, which brings out Willie Mack. And Rohit's like, nah, you had your chance, buddy. And then my boo comes out. Jordan Grace.
Thick mama pump.
Oh, thick mama pump. I love it. And it's like between all the chicks that does the bicep thing in her pose, like Dana Brooke and everything, I think Jordan Grace has it hands down the best.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
And to bring back to the word of the day, like from like 3 weeks ago, she hits him up with a roll-up after being distracted by Willie Mack and gets the 1, 2, 3. And lo and behold, we have a new Impact X Division champion. But
yes.
Rohit said it wasn't for the title.
Yeah, see, I had to rewind and watch it because I was like, holy crap. Because, she lost Saturday and I was like, this isn't a step down. This is a step up. And it's like, wow. And all of a sudden it's like, you watch afterwards and it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was for the title. And you go back and you like rewatch and it's like, oh, it really wasn't. Damn it.
And if you're following the Twitter timelines and everything like that, they're like promoting like Jordan Grace won the title.
Yeah.
And like in real time. And like people are congratulating her, like other people are retweeting it, saying that, and then boom, you watch the episode and it's like, no, that didn't happen at all. She was like X Division champion for like 2 seconds. And
yeah,
he got
Impact,
his title.
They were like, not so fast, my friends.
Then he cuts a badass promo about how good Jordan Grace is and how she defeated Rohit, but he's still your X Division champion.
It was essentially rubbing salt in the wounds. It's like, yeah, you beat me, good job, you're really good, but not for my title.
That segment was a little short too, because guess who was out of breath waiting for Rohit? Scott D'Amore was waiting for Rohit to come through that curtain and hit him with the news that he's not only at Bound for Glory, since he's such a giving champion, giving everybody opportunities, he is going to go against Trey Miguel, Willie Mack, TJP, Chris Bay, and Jordan Grace in a 6-pack challenge for the X Division Championship.
That could be the sneaky good match of Bound for Glory.
And I hope for that they bring the Ultimate X match into this. Has to be Ultimate X.
God, I hope so.
And you want to talk about, like, you want to elevate women's wrestling to the T, have Jordan Grace win an Ultimate X match?
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be legit.
Because right now, I mean, they've essentially, with her losing to Deanna twice, she has no really basis to get another shot. So it's like this, if she wins, you keep her in the spotlight where she belongs. And let's say Kylie Ray wins and then she defeats Deanna twice, then you could have Jordan be like, I'm going to use the X Division Championship and cash it in and go for the women's championship. Or depending on how the heavyweight championship match goes. Let's just go old school. I'm going to cash my X Division championship in for a shot at the heavyweight championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think you're right. Because ultimately, like, she's only won one match out of the last 5, and she's looking like straight baby shit in the knockouts division, and she is looking like a hard taco. She's a soft baby shit taco in the women's division. She's looking like a hard taco in the men's division. So fuck it, give her the title.
She's their strongest knockout. I mean, figuratively and all that stuff. And it's like you've only had her, like you said, win one match.
Yeah.
Lately, so it's like you need to keep her relevant.
Yep. You right. You true that. I'm going to a quick little segment with Falaba and Hernandez because he's trying to get that money because he knows where the money is. And Hernandez got that stack. He got that stack on his neck. He bumps into him, spills water out. Falaba is just hitting up with all the verbiage lately.
Yeah.
He's fluent in English all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah. That Rosetta Stone's coming in handy for him.
Google Translate, bitch. That will pay off later in the episode because Impact loves to do that. They pay off everything.
Oh yeah.
Then the next match, another Victory Road rematch between Triple XL and the Rascals, who I did not like when I first saw them, but like over the last 3 months, they've been growing on me, and
it's kind of hard to take them serious.
Yeah,
but their action in the ring speaks volumes.
Yes, and their tag team finish is like one of a kind.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Wentz sets up for a backflip and Dez just pushes him, and like it's a shooting star press, and he gets pushed onto you, and like it's like extra force. It's pretty good. That's a pretty decent finish. I would love to see that like avalanche style off the top rope.
Oh yeah,
that would be pretty legit. But little notable moment from that match is they grabbed Dez. AC and Larry D grabbed Dez, and they make it look like they're pulling him apart.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And he was still in his jacket, I think, and that's what really drew the visuals. It looked like they were really stretching him. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, because they had jumped him.
Yeah,
like, was it before the bell? So
yeah. They lost in a way where they still look strong in their loss because they kind of just got a quick one on them. But I rewound when Wentz drop kicked AC out of the ring. And if you rewatch this clip of AC falling out there, he makes the funniest fucking noise. Like I could not help hearing it. Like he was like, he makes some weird noise when he gets drop kicked out of the second rope. He just makes the funniest fucking. He hits side, and then they hit Larry D with the finisher. That had me rolling for like. Oh man.
Oh man.
But Rascals won another match. I definitely think they should be in line after Bound for Glory. Number one contenders. If they don't do a follow-on match after Bound for Glory, which I can see them doing, but they deserve a title shot again on a proper main event status in a pay-per-view. Next segment, Falaba comes in because he spilled water or whatever, I think coffee on Hernandez. Hernandez was taking a shower. Fala's ass comes in, he sneaks in, he takes his chain with the cash on it, escapes in the night like a thief. And then we go quickly into the Rich Swann segment with Jimmy Jacobs at the physical therapy thing. I had two issues with this segment, but what were your thoughts on this segment with Rich Swann and Jimmy Jacobs?
When you found out in the beginning of the episode that they were going to do I think kind of a live check-in with him, you kind of had to figure Eric Young was going to get involved somehow.
True.
And obviously when you watch it, you see, spoiler alert, that there's just like a janitor type person just hanging around. You don't see the face, and it turns out to be Eric Young. So it's you kind of figure that out. So it'll be interesting to see how the speedy recovery of Rich Swann goes, because I mean the way they made it look, the way Swan was selling it, it makes you kind of wonder if he's going to make it to Bound for Glory.
Yeah, true, very true. And like you said it right though, Rich Strong, because let's rewind to when he hopped on one leg and threw a crutch at Eric Young. He's Rich Strong. My two issues with that segment was the physical therapist called Rich over, who's a main eventer in the next pay-per-view, Bound for Glory. He says, "Hey, Rich, come over here." Man, fuck you! Don't talk to me, bro, like that, bro. You ain't my handler. I'm fucking Rich.
Bring the cameras to me, man. You come to me. I don't come to you.
Exactly. That was my first issue. And the second issue, as soon as Eric Young attacked him in his nurse/janitor outfit, Jimmy Jacobs right away was like, "Eric, no!" Like he knew it was him. Like, yeah, I think if Jimmy, because he didn't even have his COVID mask off before Jimmy called him Eric, and I watched it like 3 or 4 different times just to make sure like I wasn't too drunk to fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. True.
Yeah, and those are my two problems. But I like how Eric Young is just like he'll do anything to keep his title, and he fucking the first smash weight to the ankle was pretty good, and then the second one you could totally tell he held back. I mean, good because he got really close to that thing. So
yeah,
but yeah, this is going to be a great story going into the match, and hopefully they sell the ankle injury, and he either can't go or Eric Young just attacks it the whole match, and somehow Rich Swann like gets some offense out of it.
It'll be interesting to see like if they do the whole if he isn't medically cleared up until the night of Bound for Glory. Be one of those things to be like Scott D'Amore comes out because Eric Young comes out and he's like, "Where's Rich at? Oh, he's not cleared. He's not cleared." And Scott comes out and he's like, "Actually, Rich just got cleared. The match is still happening."
Yep, he'll do that out of breath.
Yeah,
out of breath, he'll do it. But yeah, after that, come back from commercial. You got Tasha Steelz, Kiera Hogan versus Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary. Pretty decent match. I thought it was one-sided at one point, but then finally Kiera Hogan, Tasha Steelz get the upper hand. And I was surprised. I haven't seen them in a long time next to each other, like since Wrestle House, but Rosemary is pretty much the same size as Taya, and Taya is a pretty big girl. And I don't mean like fat girl. I mean like she's like built like a champ. So
oh yeah, she's her and Yabu are like two of the strongest women in the knockouts division.
Yeah, and it was a pretty back and forth match. It was pretty good, but ultimately he got the victory with Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary, and you had Nevaeh and Havoc looking on, and then shortly after that match, those two chicks they challenged them, so it's going to be a triple threat next week. Pretty exciting. I know Bryce is going to watch that match because he's got Havoc, who looks like someone from Mortal Kombat, he says, and Taya Valkyrie, his girlfriend. It was a pretty decent match. I didn't really see anything to write home about, but it was pretty like back and forth. I liked it.
It was a good match to set up the stay in storyline with what's going on. Plus, it was a good match to set up next week's match.
Yeah, I don't know why they need it because Rosemary and Taya beat them both. So I don't know. Maybe unless they both turn on them, not turn on, but both of them just target them, and then it turns into the typical like Jessica Havoc goes to pin one of them, and then Tasha Steelz like kicks her, and then it turns into they turn on each other, and then
it could be one of those things too that it gives a little bit of shine to Tasha and Kira too.
It'd be nice if they got a victory. I mean, they're up and comers, so
oh yeah.
It'd be
well,
nice
it was just what 2 or 3 weeks ago when Josh Matthews had said that he thought, and a lot of people think in the back that Kira Hogan could be a future Knockouts champion. So
they said that again tonight. Oh, not tonight, Tuesday night, because it's Friday. And then after that match, the match that was set up earlier with the wedding party, you got the Deaners, cousin Jake, which is one of my favorites in Impact right now, and Cody Deaner versus Crazy Steve and Johnny Swinger, who's pretty fucking hilarious.
Johnny Swinger and his young boy.
Yeah, his young boy. He said, I like it. The way he talks is hilarious. The opening of this match is hilarious too. When they give Crazy Steve the beer to chug, and then he goes to make it look like he's gonna pass the beer to Johnny Swinger, and he just he gives it to his monkey.
There was another funny moment too, where I think Swinger wanted him to Crazy Steve to hand him, what was it, was it a weapon or something like that? And Crazy Steve's going through what was it, his Swinger's fanny pack or something like that.
Here's a fork, here's a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good comedy match. I don't know if it was meant to be comedy. They made it really look like a good comedy match, but ultimately it led to the Deaners getting the victory. And anytime those guys get the victory, I'm happy. Anyone that would have won in this match is a winner for the audience, because
it was good to see him get the victory, because was it last week or a couple weeks ago, Eric Young attacked both of them.
Yeah, you're right.
So it was good to see them get a victory, and like you said, it was a good comical match. I mean, it's you need some kind of comedy in just about every wrestling show, so this was a really good one.
And it was so funny throughout this match. Crazy Steve would try to hand Swinger something, but the ref could see it ultimately. And he's like, "What are you trying to do? You're going to cost me the match."
Yeah, it was good. It was a good, funny match.
Yeah, and it was a funny thing when he called him his young boy earlier in the early segment, when Johnny Swinger called him his young boy. He's like, "I'm 109 years old." Crazy Steve told him that. That was pretty funny. If I could be 100% true with you.
True dat.
True dat. Yep. You right. But I mean, did they set a date for the wedding?
Don't think they have yet.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those that maybe happens on Bound for Glory or.
Yeah, I'm still no. I was thinking about Bound for Glory, but I was like, no, I think they're gonna put this on free TV, and that would be awesome because they can take up a long segment.
Oh yeah,
because I think the last wedding Impact did was Braxton Sutter and Chelsea Green, who was, what was her something? It wasn't Chelsea Green. What was her?
No,
Lindsay,
I forget what
Cheryl Van Ness,
something like that. Because was that during the time or when she was kind of like the crazy?
No, so after the wedding, that Braxton Sutter was like, "No, I love Allie." That's when she turned into the Hot Mess Express, and she had the crazy makeup and everything.
True.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
True TV.
The good brother that you are, you jogged my memory.
Yeah, it's because I'm better when I'm drunk.
We all are. Well, some of us are. I'm not, but your superpowers are just amplified.
My Vandy powers.
Yes.
Speaking of Vandy, Kylie Ray was interviewed right after that match, and they asked about watching Susie get her arm broke, and then she kind of confused me, and she's like, "This isn't the first time I saw it." And I was kind of confused. I was I don't remember Deonna breaking Susie's arm before, but I think she just meant to say that she saw it in person and she just saw it in replay. So
yeah.
And then Kimberly, which is the Shimmer women's the Shimmer champion, Kimberly, your Shimmer champion. I think they have a pay-per-view coming up on Fight. But yeah, Kimberly came and talked shit to her in her mean girl catty way that she has to do, and then Kylie Ray kicked her ass, and then she freaked out because she kicked her ass because that's not her. And I definitely think anger might get the best of her at Bound for Glory, so she might get frustrated and lose.
Well, you kind of notice the one thing that kind of ties Kylie and Susie together is they have that side of with Susie, it's Su Yung, but then Kylie, when she gets angry, she does stuff that's just out of her character.
Yeah.
So that kind of, they got an evil little aggressive side when they want to. So that's another thing that kind of ties them together.
100% true. 100%
True
true.
that.
True that. Then we got the weird Scott D'Amore hashtag Heath for Impact contract negotiation.
Yeah.
that went weird, but they mentioned Monday Night Raw. They
Mhm.
mentioned WWE pay-per-views. They don't say them by name, but they mention pay-per-views. And then, like, I thought the funniest moment is when Scott D'Amore, he has Heath. So Scott has his contract, and then Heath has his contract, and Scott grabs it, and then they go back and forth about how, like, Heath is worth all the money he's asking for, and Scott's like, yeah, not really. You were in the main event, but you weren't in the main event. And, like, when was the last time you were on a pay-per-view? And then he's like, yeah, but I can bring that energy. And then when Scott, he's like, well, then this happens, and he throws his contract all over I thought that part was hilarious.
He tells him to pick it up.
And then another part I thought was funny is when Scott, like, takes his cufflinks off and rolls his sleeves up. He's like,
yeah.
he was like, you trying to fight me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. And
It's going to be interesting to see what's next in this.
so, yeah, they might get a payoff at Bound for Glory, but hashtag Heath for Impact did not get him shit because he is not signed yet because no contracts were agreed upon. And then he turns on Rhino.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's Heath's fault because he came in with an offer when Scott already had an offer on the table and he counteroffered. So I think Scott's in the right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little selfish, a little full of himself, thinking he came from up in Connecticut, thinking he's worth shit. But
Well, he's
you know
got
what?
kids.
I don't give a fuck. You got kids. I mean, stay humble. Stay humble. Eat that humble pie.
Yes, that is very true.
Very, very true. So he turns on Rhino. Well, I don't know. It's kind of like a, friend tiff. It's like a tiff, a little argument. But it's interesting to see where that goes. Maybe that's going to draw him into another unsanctioned match between him and Rhino.
That could be the one where if Heath wins, he gets a contract.
That could be it. That would be cool. I would like that. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
it'd be different.
You gotta
Because I mean, if you think of it, it's like if you're just following it, it's just like, well, these guys are friends. Rhino will do anything he can to help Heath get a contract, but then all of a sudden Heath he gets angry at Rhino. So the next 2 weeks we can see him take out frustrations on Rhino, and then Rhino's just like, screw this, I want a match. If you're not going to make it into Impact, I'm gonna be the reason you don't get into Impact.
I like it. That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. That's it's perfect. I'm in. That's why I beat my dicks with sticks.
That's why we all need to beat our dicks with sticks.
Hashtag beat your dicks with sticks. Hashtag Heath for Impact. Hashtag Vandy.
Yes.
That led
True
into
dat.
True dat. And that led into a short segment with EC3 holding the TNA championship that was not underneath a napkin. It was in his hands. EC3 had the title, said Moose needs to let go of material things. And we got a short funeral I was expecting a longer funeral for this title. And he kind of just threw it over, not even like a real bridge, like Stone Cold threw it over a bridge, or The Rock threw over Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He threw it over like a bridge to like maybe a small creek. And then
it was. We heard, EC3 was, for the last couple of weeks had said like there's going to be this funeral and all that stuff. And it's just like, I don't really know if it was the payoff, but it's like you sort of think the payoff is just chucked it over over a bridge. It's like,
chucked it over your porch. He's
what?
like,
yeah.
He threw it in the bushes.
He just walked outside, threw it out, and be like, I'm done with it. Next.
But the backstage segments keep coming because, I mean, that's one thing Impact does right is backstage segments. We got another one with Ken Shamrock, Sami Callihan. Sami Callihan telling Ken Shamrock him beating up Eddie Edwards caused 45 million likes and 45 million retweets.
Was it million or billion?
Was it? I don't know.
I couldn't remember, but I just remember the number was just like, it was because even Ken was just kind of looking at him like, "Are you for real?"
It was astronomical, and like Ken was like, "I don't know." He's like, "I don't know what that is. That's your thing, dude. I don't know."
Well, even Mean Gia was like, 40 million?
Yeah,
I don't think so. It's like, We're done here, me and Gia. We're done.
And Josh Matthews was like, what the hell? I don't even think.
Yeah.
And then he's like, we want the old Ken Shamrock. We want the old Ken Shamrock. And then Ken Shamrock kicks the shit out of some poor guy, some security guard walking by. And, I mean, he was throwing real punches, but they were to his forearms. So ultimately, like, his face was safe, but his forearms probably fucking hurt.
Oh, yeah. He was sore when he woke up the next morning.
Yep. Yeah, I bet. I mean, my forearms were fucking killing me. Because I was like, that's all I was thinking. It's like, I know this is like wrestling, but that dude's poor forearms, man.
Yeah.
His poor forearms.
Yeah.
And now we're at the main event. Ace Austin, Madman Fulton, the inevitable Ace Austin and Madman Fulton versus the Motor City Machine Guns. And they got a good, like, 25, 30 minutes of TV for this main event.
And it was worth it.
It was worth it, Fulton was really kicking the shit out of those machine guns. At one point, they looked really hopeless, and Ace Austin hit him with his card, cutting the webbing of the fingers.
Yeah, that was good.
And Alex Shelley got himself a whole bunch of Madman in his hand and squeezed his nuts at one point.
Yeah, I was kind of a little sore when I watched that. I'm like, oh man.
And Josh Matthews covered his ass. He's like, hey, Madman Fulton's not the legal man here, so
Yeah.
he's good on that. And Alex Shelley got that was a good way to get out of that. Because Ace Austin was about to hit him with the card again.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't having that. And then at a couple points, I thought Madman Fulton was going to win that match because Motor City Machine Guns look helpless. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the North came out for no reason at all with a chair. Like Ethan Page came out with a chair and he was just like,
yeah, because I think didn't that invoke the good guardian angels or the brother guardian angels to come out? Yep,
it invoked them to come out, and they kicked Ethan Page and Alexander's ass, and then Motor City Machine Guns were able to hit their finisher and get the victory, and it's just stacking the setting the table for Bound for Glory Fatal 4-Way for that tag team championship.
Well, it's good how they still incorporate all four teams.
Yeah.
Instead of splitting off like you could have did, like just like the Machine Guns and Madman Ace and Madman, you could have just had the Good Brothers come in and do that. But it's nice that they keep all four teams and have them still all four interact.
Yeah, and I'm kind of happy that they didn't have to do music, because sometimes I don't like it when they just hit the music and then the team shows up and then they hit music again and another team shows up. I thought it was pretty cool that out of nowhere the North just shows up and then they're getting in and Ethan Page is like, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You should shut up and let me do what I want.
He's so good. He is so good.
And then no music at all. The Good Brothers came out, because the Good Brothers don't have like that music that hits and it creates the audience.
Yeah,
because
it's that slow stuff.
Yeah, it's not that Roman Reigns that it's like slow build.
Well, Machine Gun's music moves faster than the Good Brothers music.
Yeah, yep. And then there's a lot of music that hits good for like those run-in moments, and I definitely think they don't. I'm glad their music did, because it takes so long just to hear him say the devil.
Yeah. Well, it helps with that sense of surprise. Yeah,
and I thought that was pretty good. I think it was a pretty decent way to end the match. It was kind of weird. The Good Brothers kind of just stayed on the entrance ramp at the end instead of coming in, and the Motor City Machine Guns took the center of the ring. But whatever. It was a good show overall.
Oh yeah, it was the best of the week, in my opinion.
True. You true.
True that.
I got a little bit of time left, and I know we've been meaning to talk about this since we first started. We're going into week 5 of the NFL. Week 5 already started last night with Nick Foles making Tom Brady his bitch again.
How do you not know that was 4th down? Oh my God. And that picture of him holding the 4 fingers, he is going to never hear the end of it. He could go on and he could win 2 Super Bowls down there in Tampa Bay and be done. And it's just like, how do you not know that?
Cesar shared a really good thing on Instagram that's pretty funny about like something about that. And they're saying how it's like Belichick ain't here to save your ass no more.
Yeah.
And then like Nick Foles went to the locker room and then Tom Brady was rude to him. And then I'm paraphrasing here. And then Nick Foles is like, that's not how you talk to your daddy. Oh man, that's pretty funny. But Thursday's out of the way. Chicago is 3-1 and Tom Brady's 2-2, but that's fine. Because there's been points where the Patriots were 0-2, 0-4, and they came back and won 12 straight and went to the playoffs and went pretty deep. So I'm not too worried about that. Like,
well, that's true till old COVID-19 came off the top rope and took out their quarterback and their best defensive player.
Yeah, and fucking's been fucking the Tennessee Titans into submission.
Yeah,
my team is undefeated, and now they've been fucking butt raped and left out for dead.
Every time I hear that they have another positive test, I cringe. And I cringe for you because it's like they are a good team. They're the best team in their division. Don't even at me. The Colts, no. Philip Rivers, I have no faith in him. He's no.
They
were
too. The Titans broke protocol. And
I know.
Oh God, I don't even think they're gonna play Buffalo this week. I'm not sure.
I don't know because I think today was like they had no positive tests today. So
and they might open the facility on tomorrow. That's what they're.
So I think isn't it like they got to go 2 straight days without any positives, and then they might have the game possibly Monday or Tuesday?
Something like that. I honestly think the Titans should forfeit a game. I mean, I was a Titan fan. I would hate it. They should forfeit a game They should forfeit the Pittsburgh game, reschedule the Buffalo game, and just pray the next week goes well. But I mean, fair is fair. I mean, as a Titans fan, I got to be realistic. And
but I mean, the NFL already came out at the beginning of the year and said the competitive balance is going to be out the window this year. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I could totally see them like extending it's like a week 18 or 19, depending on how bad and how many players and teams get affected.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show if this keeps happening. And here's a fun game though I love to play. So out of all the games, and I never usually count Thursday in this, you got to pick 7 games. You have to pick the winner in 7 games, and the tiebreaker is Monday night total score. You don't even have to pick the Monday night game. I just need a total score for Monday night. So 7 games. I got the schedule in front of me right now. Week 5, Sunday, October 11th. You can pick 7 games and winner. All right. So I'll give you the options right now. You ready?
Okay.
Carolina at Atlanta. You gonna take this game or not?
Well, I'm gonna take it. Carolina, Atlanta can't fucking win a game to save themselves. Right. How their coach is still the coach of that team is beyond me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a cheater and go with. I'll go with. You know what? I'll go with Atlanta on this one. I think they'll definitely pull their head out of their ass for this one. All right, next game, Tennessee at Buffalo. You don't have to pick it because it might not happen.
I'll pass on that because I think either team could win that game.
Okay. Yeah. True that too. True. Vegas at Kansas City. You can take this one or you can leave it?
Oh yeah, I'm taking this one, Kansas City. Unless we wake up tomorrow and Mahomes has COVID, they will win that game and probably win by.
I think they win without Mahomes.
I don't know. Who's their backup? I don't even know who their backup is.
I don't remember anymore.
Oh, is it God, he used to be a backup down there in Miami. I think he went to college at Michigan.
Was it Chase Daniel? Is it Chase Daniel?
No. Daniels went to Missouri, and I think
Yeah.
he's fuck. Is he in Detroit?
I could have swore. I don't know. Tennessee beat them last year.
God, I can see the guy's face. Oh, is it? Is it Henne?
Yeah, it's Chad Henne.
I think it is. I don't think Chad Henne could beat Vegas.
Yeah, I'm gonna take KC on this one. Denver at New England, and Stephon Gilmore got COVID, so.
I think I'm gonna pass on that one.
All right. Arizona at the Jets.
Oh, I'm taking Arizona on that one.
I'm passing on that. Philly at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has like an unofficial bye, so.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt me. This is gonna hurt me because I'm an Eagles fan, but Pittsburgh's gonna win that game.
Yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh, and damn, you're a piece of shit. But we got to bet. So you're 4 games. You've already got 4 games locked. LA at Washington football team.
Oh, I'm taking the Rams on that one.
Yeah, I'm taking LA as well. Cincy at Baltimore.
You're gonna notice a trend is I'm taking all the ones that the team that are win should win. I'm taking Baltimore on that one.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got one more game.
Okay.
1 second, buddy. I'll be right with you. All right. Jacksonville at Houston.
Well, I'm passing on that one.
All right. Miami at San Francisco. Fitzmagic.
Yeah, but Jimmy G spot's supposed to be coming back. I'll pass on that one.
Pass. Yeah. Indy at Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland. Phillip Rivers is a shit talker too. I love his shit talk because he doesn't cuss.
I'll pass on that one.
You're probably going to want to pass on this one too. NY at Dallas. I'll make it easy for you. I think you should pass.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Because the next one's a sure thing. You got Minnesota at Seattle.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking Seattle now.
Seattle. All right. I'm taking Seattle as well.
Even though that Seattle defense is like giving up 500 yards through the air.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be the game that like Kirk Cousins, hooks up with
hits you with
Thielen.
You like that?
Yeah. Thielen has like 250 yards receiving and like 3 touchdowns.
All right. So what's your total score between the Chargers, who Herbert is official starter, and Chargers versus New Orleans Monday night? What's your total score?
See, that one could be a high one. I think we'll go total score of 79.
79? I'm going 52. Yep. I'm going 52. Yeah. So so the point is you can't lose a single. So you pick 7, and as soon as you lose, like one of your teams loses, you lose. And it's a lot harder than you think.
Oh yeah. Well, picking games itself is a lot harder because so much stuff can happen.
I know. Like sometimes I do it where like you pick every game and the person with the most victories wins. But if you just go 7, you got to go perfect. And the only way you can distinguish the tiebreaker is the Monday Night Football game. This can go for weeks. We'll do a gentleman's bet. I don't know the stakes yet, but gentleman's bet. This is a trial to see if we like it.
Well, I already like it because we're already talking about football. I mean,
yeah. And the only thing we really disagree on is I got Atlanta over Carolina. You picked Arizona. I didn't pick that game. And let's see. I picked Cleveland. You picked Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
No, I picked Baltimore. I picked Cleveland, and you didn't pick Indy. So,
nope.
So those are 2 games that we don't share. Is the Arizona game and the Cleveland game. So we don't share picks on that. And we don't share picks on Atlanta and Carolina. And
I can totally see the Atlanta winning that game though, now that I'm thinking about that.
And it just to spite the Atlanta fans because they want him gone. And right when Arthur Blank's about to fire, his name is skipping my head.
Dan Quinn,
yeah. I always get him and Scott McDermott mixed up.
Yeah, Sean McDermott.
Up in
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
Those two get me mixed up all the time. But yeah, that's it for the week. If you want a bracket like this, next week you can go to printyourbrackets.com. No free shout outs, but I gave them one. Printmybrackets.com, and it's a good way to you can just check mark your picks and you can send them in to me next week if you want to.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you want to get in on the fun, you can send in your picks and we'll read them out loud. I'll read them out loud. I'm also willing to read listener emails if we get any. But
Yes, I mean for sure. I mean, we audience interaction. We encourage it.
yes,
I mean,
please.
it's this. I mean, come on now. I mean, this. We want to give the people what they want, and the only way we will know what the people want is if you let us know.
If you tell us to shut the fuck up, okay.
Yeah. We won't listen to that, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's not true at all. Like, you're never gonna shut me up.
Yeah, we will talk even longer. You tell us to shut up, we will put a 5-hour podcast together.
Yes. Please follow us on Instagram at still_real_pre_game on Instagram. You can email us at sr.pregame@gmail.com. You can follow our YouTube channel. Just search Still Real Pregame, and that'll pop up. We're also on Anchor and Spotify. Hit me up on Twitter at Andi with an I54. And Sticks, what do you got to plug?
You can just hit me up on both Instagram and the Twitter at SticksAdam, and don't hold back. I mean, let us know what you like, what you would like us to talk about, and we're all ears.
Yes, we're Radio fucking Disney. We're all ears. Just like Ratatitty, send in some names to change the name if you don't like it. Because I'm still looking for a name. It's just a placeholder name.
And if you love it, then shower Ratatitty with love.
Yeah, hit him with likes. He's got a few posts. He's everywhere. He's partnering with Mike Pence and Mitch right now. And he was partnering with Rohit Raju.
Yes. Ratatitty is becoming more popular by the second.
Yep. And don't forget, everybody, beat your dicks with sticks. We out.
And listen to the velvet tones of Vandy.
Whoa, whoa, we own the night.
Andi with an R. Andi with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andi with an R.
Yo, what up? Yo, it's your boy Julius_Caesar. And the man himself, Andi with an I, has asked me to bless y'all with what I like to call Pregame 101. That's right. I'm going to give you the rules of the pregame. I'm going to give you a drink of the pregame. And I'm going to give you how hard you should game before you game or game a choice of the pregame. So, here we go. Episode 1. Let's get into it. Number 1 rule of the pregame. Bring some shit, you cheap bastard. If somebody is inviting you to a pregame, somebody's telling you, hey man, come over, let's drink before we go out. Come on, let's do the damn thing. Let's hang out, catch up on old times before we get blitzed out of our mind. Bring some shit. I don't care if you stop at a Wawa, a Sheetz, a In-N-Out, a Come and Go. Come and Go's in Denver, you sick fucks. It's KUM. Get something, man. Some beer, some Four Loko, a couple 40s, oldie for the 40s. You know what it is. Just bring something. Something from your house, half a bottle of liquor you've been drinking on. Bring some shit. Don't be a cheap bitch. Number 2, drink at the pregame. You should always find an old classic. You should discover these at a pregame. And by an old classic, don't be that guy, life hack, who goes out to the bar ordering these crazy ass drinks like Adios motherfuckers and Long Island iced teas and all this other kind of shit. 1, them shits will be like $15, $20 a drink. 2, you find you an old classic, drink them shits all night. You know why? Bartenders might not know how many you had. If you had like 10 or 12, may charge you for just 7. It's a classic trick. It works all the time. They're busy in the well. These are the rules of the streets. And if you tip great, also life hack, they might even float you 1 or 2 along with that. So you can drink for cheap, longer, stronger, have memories or not make memories, in my case, sometimes, with the boys all night long. Unwritten rule, take an Uber or Lyft. Be fucking responsible. Don't be that idiot out here whipping in the street sauce thinking you good. Just take one. I don't care how much it costs. $30, $40 Lyft is way better than fucking $300 in a Dewey on your record and your insurance is $500 a month. Don't be fucking stupid, all right? There's other people out here doing stupider shit than that. All right. Last bit is how hard should you pregame? So since this is episode 1, let's do an old classic. An old Friday night special. How hard should you pregame? A little bit of pregame. That means if you take half a bottle, there's like at least 4 of you there, that shit should be gone before you go out. You should be feeling nice. Now, if you're a professional drunk like myself, you know what nice feels like. Good and nice. You got a buzz going. You ain't drunk. You got a good buzz. So you're walking into the bar knowing you're probably only going to spend about $40 on a tab and not $100 taking shots all night trying to catch up with the rest of the ignorant mofos that you rolled out with. So get a good buzz for Friday night. You never know where Friday night can take you. A Friday night can lead to Saturday morning, can lead to IHOP at 6 a.m. Definitely going to need some grease either way. It could, some random chick's house that you're trying to dip out with a late night Uber at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, even the back of an 83 fucking Impala. You never know. You never know where Friday night can go. So get a good, nice pregame going. I'm talking nice, real nice. The nice where you feel good leaving the house, and by the time you hit the first bar in the Uber, you're like, damn, I'm a little nicer than I thought. That's a good nice. That's a Friday night nice. So anyway, write this shit down, store it in your memory banks, or ignore it and be a fuckboy all you want. But these is the rules of the pregame brought to you by me, Julius_C's. AR if you follow me on Instagram. Holla at your boy. Keep that pregame game strong. What up, Andy?
Andy with an R. Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Yes, Daddy. What's up?
Oh, we are in.
Oh, yeah. I have the shortest shorts on right now and the longest nipple hairs. I'm ready to go.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants. So let's do this.
Fucking A, right. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm just going to leave it for something at the end of the pod, leading into the about talking about our new little mascot.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. What do you think of the new guy?
I don't have. What's it at? Where's it at?
Okay.
I have been off the grid.
Okay. It's I don't know if you got my stuff yesterday on Instagram. I sent you a DM yesterday. I don't know if you knew that was me. I didn't even say it was me. I just sent you something. You just liked it.
Oh, I'll have to check it out, dude. I'm not trying to big up anybody, but I get a lot of messages.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was like, he's probably some fucking weird Bangladesh dude that's trying to suck his penis.
Dude, I get so many of those. You'd think I'd be getting laid every day by these dudes, but no, none of them show up to my house.
I told Monica I'm gonna move to Nigeria because we're big in Nigeria. So.
Dude, I got a killer Indian following. I gotta get out there.
Yeah, I gotta support the peoples. I probably got illegitimate kids out there. I don't know, but
Definitely.
It's so.
What would their names be?
What was that?
What would their names be if you had a Bangladesh child?
A Bangladesh child, I would have to call one. Is Bangladesh like an Asian thing?
I don't know. You just said Juan, and I was like, that works. But then I realized you said one.
I was going to say Wong, Ting, and Bing. Wong, Ting, Bing.
That's an excellent choice. Excellent choice.
I just assume I have triplets. There's Wong, Ting, and Bing. And
I'm going to name my...
Name him what?
Ashtray.
Ashtray? Or
yeah,
ashtray?
There you go. Now we're talking. I got a lap dance by a chick named Ashtray once. It was pretty intense.
Oh, man. That reminds me of this. It's so funny that you talk about that. I'm going to have to find a way to put this in. So I came back from Iraq. My buddy took me to this place for the first time, and it was called the Pump House, right? And
I'm already on board.
There's no lap dances on the first floor. We had to go upstairs in this little booth where they give foot massages or something. And this big old black chick with like those. I don't even think those were birth given titties. These titties were given via like eating too much food, and they flopped. And this is like the first woman I've had on top of me in like 10 months. And like, she smelled like the bottom of my foot fight with my upper, like with my fupa, and it stunk. But I was getting in with it. We were grinding and everything. And then fast forward 6 years later, I moved to Alaska, and I'm looking for fine dining, and it says the Pump House.
Dude. Did that smell come back, the nostalgia?
Yeah, we go there, and we used to go there every Mother's Day for Monica. I have like a little thought in my head. It's like, oh, this is a different Pump House than I'm used to.
Dude, it's weird how the world turns, man.
I know, it's so great. Oh man, I need to calm down and get this started.
Sorry, I'm trying my best not to derail you. I'm terrible at calm.
You can. I'm just warning you, Bryce is going to ask you a couple questions. He's going to come upstairs when he's done.
I'm in.
He'll ask you a couple questions. I got a question for you, and then I need to find a fucking timer really fast. So I'm going to put you through the ringer. How many things you can... I'll wait. I'll surprise you with it.
Okay.
I don't want to give you...
Hopefully it's trivia because I'm terrible at it, and you can get a good laugh out of that.
Oh no! I think you're gonna strive at this. I need to grab a timer. I'll be right back. All right. Hey, just like I promised everybody, we're recording, by the way, Zanka. Just like I promised everybody, I got our daddy on the line. We're here to talk about our new mascot, Ratatitty. I fucked up and I didn't send him a picture, but
you probably
did. Just picture this. I'm gonna paint the picture for you.
All right, I'm listening.
On its hind legs, big rack. I used Monica's tits for the picture. I'm just kidding. The nipples are censored by the spoon of truth. It's holding like a Mai Tai, like Long Island iced tea looking drink. Looks like it's sipping on it. It's got the Weekend at Bernie shades on, and it's staring at the Still Real pregame and the Still Real after party logos.
This sounds amazing, dude. I feel like every dad that shows up on draft day, I have no idea what's going on, but I hear big things are happening, so I'm like, I'm on board.
Well, I'm glad you're on board. If you get some time today when you're watching, because we're recording the day of Takeover. If you watch Takeover and you get on Instagram, I followed you, so if you can take a look at it, it's our first and only post. And if you can give it a look, give me some constructive critiques, or just tell me it sucks, complete fat donkey dick. I'm cool.
I would never do that. It's going in the stories as soon as we get done, I promise.
All right. That's awesome. I'm very excited. But I'm asking, like I said in the Twitter question, I'm asking for names because Ratatitty is just a placeholder. I don't want it to be the permanent. I mean, a lot of people are saying they like it, but I want something kind of classy, something you can take out to dinner with grandma,
Man, I don't know. You got Ratatitty on my brain now, and I'm like, I like it. What about Mrs. Ratatitty?
I'm afraid to go to some fine dining restaurant like the Pump House and be like Ratatitty Party of Two, It's kind of
give
weird,
her a pretty name like Areola or something.
Oh yeah, I like that. That was in the name of daughters. If Monica and I ever did conceive a daughter, Areola. I also thought of a good one too. I don't know if you watch football, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Jets picked a long time ago. The Jets picked tackle DeBrickashaw Ferguson, right? A long time ago. I told Monica if we ever had a girl, it would be DeBrickashe Espinoza. And
that's funny because if I have another kid, it's going to be Ha Clinton Dix, and I'm just taking his whole name over. That is the greatest name of all time.
The first time I heard it, Chris, I heard the Poindexter that does Sunday Night Football with Al Michaels.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He said Clinton Dix. I thought he said Clit and Dix. Haha, Clit and Dix.
Dude, that kid's middle school must have sucked.
Oh man,
Yeah.
because if he went to school with me, I would have called him Clitty all day.
Oh my god, dude! You and I on each side of him. He would not be in the NFL right now. He'd be in jail for murdering us.
Yeah, he'd be like Steve Buscemi and freaking Billy Madison putting lipstick on.
To this day, that is one of my favorite scenes.
Oh yeah. And then he's like, the best part is like at the end, he just comes out of nowhere, shoots him, and then he's like, "Yeah."
Glad I called that guy.
Oh man, just like I expected. We're getting off topic, but I love it. That was great.
Yeah, my bad. I'll be quiet.
No.
Go ahead.
Partially, it's my fault. But
Mrs. Ratatitty. I got
Ratatitty.
nothing that's PG. You came to the wrong guy if you're looking for someone to go out to dinner and be like,
Well, I mean,
because it's only going to get worse for me.
Areola's kind of like classy. Like I can see a maitre d saying Areola, party of three. You know, sounds a little exotic but acceptable. But
I tried getting my buddy Will Black Jerry to name his daughter Areola, and it wasn't happening. I'm like, dude, this sounds just like your culture, man. You gotta go with it.
I can see it. I've heard worse shit. You know, but I mean, it doesn't have to be PG. Just classy. You know,
Just
queef is classy.
Is it?
Yeah. It's better than cunt fart, you know?
This is true. Yeah.
See? It's classy. But Ratatitty's the placeholder.
I mean, I don't think you're going to get better than that. I enjoy that name. It rolls off the tongue and everything.
And maybe if I say it with a friend, for a ratatitty, you know?
And that sounds perfect. That sounds PG.
All right. Well, that's good. All right. So far, I mean, we like it. I just want to hear suggestions. I want to keep this going to at least WrestleMania.
Oh, there you go, dude.
I'm trying to keep.
Give me that much time. I might come up with something.
I'm just trying to keep long-term storytelling like better than WWE.
Right. Yeah, WWE just half her name. It would just be Rat Tits. They cut half her name off.
I just thought of Chestacular, Mrs. Chestacular. I like that.
That won't.
But
that wasn't a word I just said.
WWE's got my panties in a wad right now. That's why I went strictly Impact. Like I'm really all about this Impact life, especially when I was watching Wrestle House and they did a Fuji. I was like, oh, that's it. They won me over.
Dude, Impact's been good.
Impact has been great, and I'm just waiting for Don Callis to get like back in person and that he can really control that shit. But
if they got a better TV deal, I really think that they'd be way higher up in the ranks than they are right now.
Exactly, and they're on Access TV. And I was telling Sticks Adam, you know, Access TV is like the clitoris. It's hard to find, but once you find it, you don't tell anybody. You don't want to tell anybody you found it because
that's your secret.
Yeah, it's your secret. And what if somebody comes around and plays with the better? You know. This is my clit. I'm keeping it to myself. But let's see.
Then in 5 weeks, you're gonna get lap danced by a bitch named Ashtray.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Bryce, are you ready? Are you ready for your question? I got Zanka. I got the Podfather on the list. On the line. Are you ready? Yeah. Say hello.
Hello.
What's up, Bryce?
Bryce. It's doing good. So how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent, my man.
Okay.
Go ahead, buddy.
Now it's some question. Now for some questions for Zanka. Who was the first wrestling girl you had a crush?
Ooh. This is going to sound disgusting, but the first one I had a crush on was Luna Vachon.
Ooh, Luna Vachon. I love it.
Who do you have a crush on? Who do you have
a crush on now?
Who do you have a crush on now? Like the wrestling.
I'm going to go with Penelope Ford.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Dad would have went with like Jessica Havoc or something like
Ooh, yeah.
Don't even get me started.
We all know who you like, Bryce. You like Taya Valkyrie.
No, stop it, Ma.
Look at what about Penelope Ford? There she is, right there. What do you think?
No, don't.
He turned away, so he obviously likes her.
Don't.
Stay away, Bryce. She has cooties. She's mine.
Yeah. This is Luna. What about Luna?
Oh,
He
you
ran away. He ran out of the room. He ran out of the room. What's your other? You got one more question, Bryce. What is it?
Okay. So the final question: what was your favorite wrestling episode you loved as a kid?
Ooh. Are we talking about shows?
Yeah, like a single show.
A single show. I forget which one it was, but I went to the WrestleMania where Stone Cold won the title off of HBK.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mike Tyson was there. It was a big deal. I'm going to go with that one because that was one of the first times I went to a wrestling show, and it was a big one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and my dad tried getting me to leave before the main event to beat traffic.
Yeah. Didn't you spend all your Subway money or something?
Shirt.
Yeah.
That's the story. That's a real story. He's still mad at me to this day.
That's awesome. So, thanks for sharing. I
Bryce.
loved to know this. But not the girl thing, because you made me look at cute girls.
Hey, Bryce, I got a question for you. Are you going to find a way to put Zenka in your new comic?
No way.
Oh, wow. All right, say bye, buddy.
Bye.
Bryce, take it easy, man.
What a dick.
Dude, future interview star right there.
What a dick. I can't believe he did that.
I'm loving it.
Oh, man. All right, now it's my turn. I got a really good question. What would you rather do? Go through the ringer, 1 minute on the clock, or do you want my question first?
Let's do both. I guess I got a minute.
Okay.
It's not a thing.
All right, cool. Be as vulgar as you want in honor of ratatitty with 1 minute on the clock.
Hit me.
You have to name as many things as you can that don't have titties on it to put titties on it. Like light switch, toothbrush. All right. You got 1 minute.
All right.
Sticks Adams did 14. Monica did 4.
Whew.
Bretsky did 10.
Wow.
And yeah.
In 1 minute?
In 1 minute.
Oh, come on, dude. I put titties on 20 things since we started this conversation.
I love it. Let's hear it. I might need a pencil now to mark this because I was just using my fingers for everybody else. Yes, you heard it here first. I fingered Bretsky. All right.
You're not the only one.
Yes, Jake had him locked in the basement. He probably finger fed him food and then fingered him with that finger he fed him with.
That was a tongue twister, dude.
All right, here it goes. 1 minute on the clock starting now.
Broomstick, mailbox, tree, truck, my wrestling buddy, one of those long body pillows. My girlfriend, she could use bigger ones. Why not? A hose, my chair so I can rest my neck in them. There's so many options here. Yeah, my truck seat so I can put my fucking neck right in them nice little fucking things. I'm into that, dude. Sneakers, I like to walk on like bubbly clouds. The giant rocks, what are those called? Oh, Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore for sure needs titties, dude. I'm going to go with Joe Biden. I'm going to go with Donald Trump because if they both had titties, it might make the debates more fun to watch. I'm going to go with Michael Myers because if someone's going to stalk me, I might as well have titties. Bretsky to give Jake's, a little bit of a straighter side to him.
Boom.
We nailed
10
it.
seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3 seconds.
Oh, I thought you said I was done. Trash cans.
Boom. Sorry.
My bad.
I said 10 seconds. All right.
I thought you said I got 10.
You got 17.
Oh, nice. And I didn't even need the 10 seconds.
Yeah, you got 17. So right now you're leading. And a couple of those ideas I need to put into motion because.
Yeah, I kind of went off. Instead of just naming things, I was giving you my reasoning.
Titty neck rest. That sounds pretty awesome. I think that would sell.
I think so too, man. I don't know. That's got to be a thing. You just throw it over your headrest.
And then I think we can go to some plastic surgeon. I'm pretty sure when they come in the box, like the box of titties that he uses, like I'm pretty sure like some are messed up, like deformed. So like he throws them away. I mean, we can use them.
Oh, dude. Throwaway titties? I'm into that, dude.
Yeah. Throwaway titties are great.
Dumpster D's. That's what we'll call it, dude.
Yeah. I mean, we're only working with D's and above. I mean, that's like outside of school. D's. This is where D's count. But I have one more question for you. I always ask you on Instagram or Twitter, but I got you in person. I gotta ask you this. This is a would you rather pick your poison exclusive here.
Okay, I'm in.
Would you rather be richer than Vince McMahon, richer than freaking all the Jews that live in the core of the earth, like you know, those ones that like control the world's money,
the deep ones? I got you. Yeah.
Would you rather be that rich, but everywhere you went, you have a fresh load of crumb in your belly button?
I do anyway, dude.
Everywhere you go, just oozing. No matter how much you try to stop it, you can't even cauterize that shit. It's just leaking like it's no one's business. Or have multiple wives, and you get to pick them all. Multiple wives, but you experience a period through your penis.
Ooh, once a month?
Oh yes, once a month.
I'm going with the crumb in the belly. I mean, that's something I deal with anyway, especially all through high school when you do that little waistband trick when you get to pop your thing up in there and a little pre-cum sits out.
Yeah.
So I basically went through high school with a bunch of cum in my belly, and if I can get all the Jews' money, I'm in.
Okay. I like that. That's good enough. I was also flirting with the idea of maybe, you know, if you let it dry out, you can get rid of it. Kind of like, you know, when the Elmer's glue when you're a kid and you play with Elmer's glue and then like.
That's right in my head when you said that.
Yeah. I thought about throwing that in there, but I thought it was an easy out. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Easy out. But no, I'll just deal with my shirt all the time, dude.
I never would let it dry. I would always play with it too. So I would be screwed. Just right when it's about to dry, I'd just put my finger through it and it'd just like ruin it.
I am a scab picker, dude. I would too.
Oh man, scab pickers. I never ate my scabs, but I picked the living shit out of them.
Wait, people eat them?
Yeah, people eat them.
Oh god, dude. Yeah, me, I've never done that.
It's like Goldfinger. Save me from myself.
Yeah. It's so tasty.
But
I've never been a booger either.
Oh, never been a booger? Oh, dude. Okay, now you said that. I've been helping Bryce's team as a first base coach and like on the field stuff. And there's this little kid. His name is he shares the same name as Bryce. And he was on first base and he had his finger deep. I was like, you got to pay attention. He's going to hit the ball. You got to run second. And he's deep in there. And then he's like, he pulls it out. I was like, did you pick a winner? He was like, yeah. And then he ate it. And then,
oh god, dude.
And then somehow it was big enough to where it left some on the tip of his nose.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that kid's cool. He's cool. He talks
yeah,
shit to me. He talks shit to me. When I throw him 5 balls to catch, he catches them. He says, too easy. And then he walks away with a little strut.
You'd be like, hey, calm down, booger breath. We're into this now.
Oh, I'm afraid to clap back because he might clap back to me.
Yeah, you're not capable yet?
Yeah, I'm not capable. I can't keep up with these 8-year-olds.
Yeah, dude, they're wild.
But thank you, Daddy, for coming on the show. I was supposed to do 10 minutes, but I had too much fun.
My apologies.
It's okay.
We'll have to do just a back and forth one day, just about whatever.
Yeah, I like it. Bonus episodes, boner episodes.
Because this is too easy. I'm into this.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, take it easy, my man.
Andy with an R. Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Is that my daddy?
Hello.
It's my daddy.
Daddy's here.
Yeah, we just had visitation rights with our other daddy this morning.
Oh, no way. Who's the other
Yeah.
daddy?
Zanka.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes, I got him in. So now it's time
That's
for you.
shocking.
Yeah. I felt like I had to get him early, or if I wouldn't have got him at all.
Yeah, probably not. He's got a wacky kid to take care of.
Yes, and so do I, and have a wacky kid that's going to come up these
That's true.
stairs in a little bit, knock on this door, and ask you some awesome questions.
Fantastic.
But before then, let's talk about ratatitty. I sent you
Let's
the
do
picture,
it.
right?
Yes, I have now seen it. During the podcast, I did not. So
Yes, and I could have swore I sent it to Zanka. I probably did, and like as of this morning, he still said he hasn't seen it yet. But
that is not surprising.
I painted the picture for him, so I won't rob you of that same painting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I just pretend like you never saw it and let me paint the picture, okay?
Perfect. I like it.
It's a rat standing on its hind legs. And I used Monica's boobs for the titties. Just kidding. And
gotta find some good boobs for those rat titties.
Then I got the spoon of truth to censor the nippies. And then it's holding a Mai Tai / Long Island iced tea looking drink, sipping on it with the Weekend at Bernie's glasses, staring at the after party pregame and the Still Real after party logos.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful mascot.
Yes. So what were your initial thoughts when I sent it to you?
Well, it's a bit of a tough call to really understand what's going on there at first glance, you know. I took a look at it. I'm like, well, there's a spoon. Of course, there's a spoon. There's got to be a spoon. That's your thing. That's your calling card, to say the least. You're a big spoon guy.
Yeah, got my ass-eating spoon everywhere I go.
Exactly. I love that he has a tropical beverage. Is it a male or a female? Have we determined this?
No.
Okay, so it's questionable gender.
Yes.
Maybe it's not a gender. It's 2020. We don't have to choose.
Yes, we don't have to choose. We're for everybody.
Exactly. So exactly, for everybody. So I mean, it was a trip looking at that thing for the first time. But that is the best way to describe it, and that's a great thing.
Yes, I definitely agree. I mean, Monica and I were watching some trashy TV show. I think we were watching either Big Brother or Housewives.
Oh, I know my Big Brother.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I would wish I could go on for years for a podcast on just Big Brother alone.
That'd be great. Yeah.
That's just covering one season. Because
yeah, let's do a Big Brother watch along podcast.
Oh, we could. Too bad. Last week's triple eviction would have been a great one to do.
We could start at season 1.
Oh yeah, I where can you find the seasons?
If you pay for live feeds, you can watch like all the past seasons too.
Oh wow, that might be worth.
That makes it worth it alone.
Because I jumped in when Christmas's first season.
Oh man, you're a rookie.
Yeah,
I've been watching since season 2.
Jeez. I remember like it was one of those things just like Harry Potter, like everyone was like, hey, you gotta watch this is awesome, and I was like, hey, fuck you, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I've been watching since season 2 or 3, and I was super young when I started watching that because it's been around like 20 years or so.
Yeah, it's been as long as Survivor, right?
No, not that long, but it's been around a long time. Well, maybe about as long, but not as many seasons.
I saw some clips of some other like countries' Big Brothers, and one of them gets really personal with it. Like they get to vote, and like people can see them vote.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've only seen the American version, which was good up until season probably like 15, and you haven't seen any of those, so you gotta definitely go back and see some of the really good seasons.
I definitely saw a clip of Keisha's like original season, and like
of them 10. Yeah.
They were like melting with the old dude that was like prior Marine, and they were just yelling at each other.
Yep, Jerry. I remember Jerry.
And they had like a birthday party at the end.
Yep, Keisha's birthday is a classic Big Brother moment for sure.
And after they sing it, she's like, "Y'all want some cake?"
Yes, such a good clip for sure. I mean, the All Stars this season has been. I know this isn't what people want to hear about, but whatever. I'm talking about it. All Stars has been a mess this season. Like you can really tell that they kind of just picked and chose a couple people that really don't belong there, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's really painting pictures of like like how people really are. I mean, like we
Mhm.
didn't really get to know Christmas her season because she skated her way because her injury.
Right.
And
That was a
but
mess.
this season we're starting to see what she's really like, and
She's fucking nuts, dude, and I'm into it. I love it.
I'm surprised none of the people brought up the whole mugshot deal.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you ready?
They're about to get cutthroat when they have to start fighting each other. So it could come up. Who knows?
All right, Jake. The moment of truth.
Here we go.
Moment of truth. Here we go. We got the spoon of truth, the teaspoon of truth. We got who we got here.
It's me, Bryce, one of your favorite hosts in the Still Real pre-game.
All right, buddy. So what do you got for us?
Well, I want to tell everybody how their day is, but I want to ask it to Jake. Hey, how's it going, Jake?
It's going pretty good, man. It's nice to have two favorite hosts. I'm the favorite host of the Still Real After Party as well, and you're the favorite host of this show, so it's great. I just watched the Cleveland Browns win the game, so that's great. They beat the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm thrilled about that. I thought they were going to blow it.
And everybody, don't just be good, do good.
All right. He's got a point.
Now let's just get.
All right, go ahead.
Now let's just go on to the questions. Number one. Question number one. Who was the first wrestling girl you had a crush on?
Ooh, man. That's a great question. I think the earliest one that I can remember is Stacy Keibler. That was definitely my number one for sure. Those tall legs. Yeah, heck yeah. I'm all about that.
All right. Hold on, Jake. I'm going to show him who Stacy Keibler is.
You definitely got to expose him to that.
Yeah. Bryce, are you ready to see what she looks like?
Fine.
I know you don't like looking at pretty girls, but you like looking at pretty girls.
You'll like this.
I don't just like getting embarrassed by you.
All right.
Oh, the American flag one looks good.
Oh, the one where she's in an American flag bikini.
Yes.
So you agree with Jake that she would be a good crush?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your next question?
Who do you have a crush on now?
Oh, are we talking wrestling ladies still?
Yeah.
Yes, wrestling ladies.
Everyone knows. Everyone who listens to my podcast knows I'm big on Alexa Bliss. I've always been big on Alexa Bliss since she's been around, and she's got that Harley Quinn look that I love so much. She's going crazy right now. She's with the Fiend, and I am loving it even more.
All right, Bryce. You remember Alexa Bliss, right? Remember her?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Do you think she's a good crush?
No.
Wow.
Dang.
Dang. Because you like Taya Valkyrie, don't you?
Don't even get started with it, Dad.
All right. You have one more question?
Yeah. One more question. And I'm going.
Okay.
Man.
What was your first favorite wrestling episode as a kid, Jack?
Jake.
Jake.
Close enough. I mean, it's almost the same name. So, what was my first? Like, what did I see first? Like, what was
your favorite episode? Like, favorite episode of Raw, favorite episode of Thunder, favorite episode of Nitro?
I couldn't. That's a tough one for me. I have the memory of a goldfish, so all I know is anything with Simon Dean on it. I was all about that. He's the greatest. Simon Dean and Paul Burchill. Maybe throw a little Hurricane in there.
The late 2000s SmackDown.
That was like mid to early to mid 2000s with those wacky dudes. Yeah. I know my favorite pay-per-view. I can at least tell you that it was Backlash 2005 because I was there.
That's a good one.
I was there.
Stop.
Yeah, it was in my place, Manchester, New Hampshire. So I was able to go there, and then the one that I haven't seen live, my favorite one would be WrestleMania 20 because that was my first WrestleMania.
Oh, okay. So one of them kind of made it into 1999, right?
No, he said 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
Right.
Yep. And then Mania 20 was 2000 something. I don't even remember.
And how can we forget your big pay-per-view debut at Stomping Grounds?
Stomping grounds.
Yeah, remember when you had the fashion police sign?
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? The fashion police are back and they're the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Whoa!
That's the proper reaction, and it's a great thing.
Yes. All right, buddy. Do you have
Yes.
anything else to say to Jake?
Okay. So, as a kid, what would you rather love? Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Bros?
Man. Well, I mean, I kind of grew up with both. When I was younger, my parents, they had the Super NES and all that. So I played a lot of that when I was super young. But then my first real console as a kid was the Nintendo 64. So I'm gonna have to say Super Mario 64.
You have the right answer.
Heck yeah.
Because Super Mario 64 is the best-selling ever games there was of the Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
And-
game, and it just came out again on the Switch.
And do you have that, Bryce?
Yeah, it's on 3D All-Stars.
Yes.
How many stars do you have?
Oh, I have a lot. Well, it's actually 22 stars in 64.
Not bad.
Wow, I
Not
have
bad.
2, so you're ahead of me.
Yeah, and I have 2 in Sunshine, and I only have 1 in
Galaxy.
yeah, because I don't really like Galaxy that much.
Interesting. I thought Galaxy was a lot of fun. I mean, it's definitely not as good as the other 2, but I definitely suggest giving it a try.
I know I've played it, but it's too tough.
It's a little tough to get into, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it was nice asking you these questions.
Yeah, for sure. Nice answering them for you, man.
And I bet I'll be in other episodes. You might love everything I do.
So modest.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have confidence, you know.
Episodes. So bye.
See ya.
And also subscribe and try to make merchandise of me.
Wow. Dang, he's got it all down. He's got it right.
Yeah, this kid's something else. I don't even know where he came from.
Buy your Still Real pregame shirts at shop.spreadshirt.com/StillRealAfterParty. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. And that's what's happening this weekend. Hopefully they got a Columbus Day sale coming up.
Man, he's got the marketing down.
Yeah, he keeps watching Parker Plays on Disney.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pretty much like a Twitch streamer has his own show on Disney.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And then they have another one, and they cuss on Disney.
Really?
But they bleep it out. Yeah, but they bleep it out.
Okay, I guess that's not too bad, but still.
Exactly.
That's wild.
But if I could go back to one of his questions, my favorite episode would have to be the Steph and Test wedding, because I was there.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah, I was there, and then I got to go backstage because I grew up with someone whose aunt is Ivory.
Okay.
Ivory's from my hometown, and she got us in because she was still relevant back then. And this is before Right to Censor, and so she took us backstage because Mick Foley, D'Lo Brown, and Shane McMahon's wife, and Stephanie. And after being Spanish flied, not the move, she got one in her drink.
Yes,
she got slipped a Mickey. All she had to say about Triple H is, "Oh, we got to do something about him. He's a bad guy."
Oh man, keep it a kayfabe.
Knowing what I know now, I was like, you were essentially date raped.
Yeah.
What is? We need to call cops. We need a rape kit. We need all. What is going on?
I do remember. Now thinking back to it, I do remember I was at one of the brand splits. Like I was at one of the drafts, and then I think I was at one of the shakeups as well. I don't remember
One of
which
the
one.
shakeups. Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. I don't know why they always did it around here, but they seemed to.
I'm kicking myself in the balls right now because I missed the Daniel Bryan first retirement speech.
Oh wow!
I couldn't get out of work. I tried my best.
They had to have done that in his hometown, right? It was around.
Yeah,
they
did that. Yeah, they did that one in I believe they did it in Everett or Tacoma.
Yeah, it was definitely had to have been close.
Yeah, if it was Tacoma, I'm even more upset because that's closer because Everett's super far and it's where the Funko Pop place is.
Right.
Yeah, and then I still owe you those pops.
Hey, don't even worry
I'm
about
really
it. If
bad
they get
about
to me, they
mailing.
get to me.
They're safe though. We kept them safe. Monica's really good about keeping them safe, so she's got them safe. I got some bubble wrap, and I got a perfect box to ship it
Sweet.
in.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I tried my best. I didn't want to let you down. It was tough. There were scarce, slim pickings with
I'm
everything
shocked they
up
were
there.
even open.
Me too. It was a long line to
Was
get
it?
in.
Wow.
They couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't have like a certain amount of people in, so that we had to wait a while.
Mhm.
And then, but it's totally worth it if when you finally get a chance to come up here. It's totally worth checking
Yeah,
out.
absolutely. I mean, I'll definitely. Like I said, I was gonna be there in August. I don't know if I was gonna be going there, but I was gonna be in that area in August. But obviously, things did not work out that way. So.
And they also have like a baseball field too.
Oh yeah.
For like Little League. It's not that cool. I mean, well, it's like cool because there's a Funko Pop dude in center field, but outside of that, it's not that cool.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to see at some point. I'll get over there. I'll get over there when all this craziness is over.
Yes, you will, but I will not.
That's true. Yeah,
but Monica and Bryce will. Maybe they'll entertain you.
Possibly.
Yeah. All right. Now I got a couple questions.
Let's
for
hear.
You, all right. Which one? Do you want the timed questions or do you want to pick your poison first?
The time. Let's just go with the timed ones. Get the pressure out of the way.
Okay. All right. The time question. All right. So I'll give you. I put Monica through the ringer. I put Sticks Adams through the ringer. I put Bretsky through the ringer, and I just put Zanka through the ringer. To slap a pair of titties on inanimate objects.
Okay, so I'm just.
Or.
I guess you're gonna have to explain a little further. What am I? I'm just putting tits on things.
So I'm gonna. Yeah. So for a minute, I'll give you a minute, and you'd be like, remote control, T-shirt, can of like energy drink can, something like that. Okay. Sure. I don't want to give you too much. Does that make sense?
I think so.
So just start naming. Zanka just started saying people, but I was giving it to him anyways.
I mean, they're not inanimate, but I mean, they could use some tits.
Yeah. So, Sticks Adam got 10. Monica got 4. No, Sticks Adam got 14. Monica got 4. Bretsky got 10, and Zanka got 17. Only because when I said 10 seconds, he thought I said he was over. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, are you ready?
Probably not, but I'll just look around my room, and there's a lot of shit in it. So
good. All right. 1 minute starts.
All
now.
Right. There's a floor fan with tits. There's a Orange Cassidy autograph with tits. There's a giant Link figure with tits. There's a Switch with tits. There's a Gardner Minshew snapback hat with tits. There's about 1,400 Funko Pops with tits. There's a Borderlands statue with tits. There's a different Borderlands statue with tits. That probably only counts as one. There's a Betty White Tiki Torch mug with tits. There's a signed Baron Corbin pin with tits. Let's see what else. There's a Pikachu with tits. There he is, Pikachu with tits. Let's see. There's Wario and Waluigi with tits. There's Kevin Smith with tits. Oh, I can't. If they're objects of people, does that count? Whatever. I don't know. There's a box of T-shirts with tits. There's a Wario costume with tits. I have that. Ooh, there's the Decent Championship with tits. That's a good one. There's Big Daddy with tits. And there's Ric Flair with tits. How'd I do? Aha!
You got 19.
Yeah.
19. I like the way you saying with
gotta
tits.
Have tits.
So I think, yeah, but no one else said with
they
tits.
They all got tits.
So
that's the game.
That is the game.
And somehow I still am the champion, even adding to what I said.
Yes. So with tits, and I think I was gonna allow you to put did you say 1,400 or 14,000?
14,000 would be a bit excessive.
I don't know if I want to add 19 plus 1,400.
Hey, I mean, there's a lot of them here.
I might want to go to the judges on that one. I don't know who the judges are, but whatever. All right. I like great performance.
Thank you very much.
Hand jobs for everybody.
You gotta have the hand jobs.
All right, now it's time to pick the poison. This one was a no-brainer for Zanka, but I'm kind of curious what you would think. All right, would you rather have all the money in the world, even richer than the Jews in the center of the earth controlling the
Oh, the
earth's
lizard
money?
people, yeah.
Yes. Would you rather have all the money in the world with the stipulation that you will forever have an oozing cum belly button?
All right, so you're always cleaning up.
Yes. Or you can have any wife you want, of any number of wives that you would like. It could be anyone, could be anything, it could be an animal, whatever you prefer. Your choice. But you would have to have a period out of your penis once a month.
Definitely the money with the cum belly button. That's not even close. I don't need no way. I don't need blood coming out my dick if it's not completely necessary. I don't need that happening.
Oh man. So sorry, Alexa Bliss.
Hey, listen, if I have enough money, she'll come to me anyway.
Yeah, maybe, but she's gonna have to deal with that little fondue fountain.
I'll find a way to contain it. Don't you worry. I'll workshop it.
I also flirted with the idea allowing you to the fountain would stop as long as you let it dry out, like Elmer's glue on your hand.
Okay.
You know, but I thought that was
too easy because
out,
then you could just clog it up.
Yeah, but then again, you know, myself, I never could allow the Elmer's glue to dry for me enough to get it that way. So
and then
I
you would like
screwed.
put it in between your fingers and let it stick or whatever.
Oh yeah, and then I become
Exactly.
Spider-Man. Oh, you can.
Yeah, you can just use your cum belly button for good or evil.
Yes, probably evil.
Probably evil.
Yes, I would stick the ladies to the bed.
Aha. Who needs handcuffs when you have a cum belly button?
I would probably eat more pineapples too, just so I can, like, if I were bored, get a quick snack.
Yeah, you know, I don't see why not.
And if I really need some thickness, I'll go for celery. Really give it viscosity.
Oh, gross.
And then, so in honor of you being on the show, I do normally ask you Facebook's questions with food.
I do love food.
Yes. So, a donut that gives you superpowers, but instead of sprinkles, it's toenail clippings. Yes. And then a taco that gives you any car you want, but instead of lettuce, you have not pubic, but butthole hair.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes, that would replace the lettuce.
Type of superpower?
Oh, it's limited to one. It's limited to one, and it's victim's choice. So, like, you're the victim of eating the donut, so you get to pick what you want. But it's one, and you can't have the superpower to have them all.
Are they my toenail clippings? Ooh.
No.
Are they from anyone specific?
SRAP Army.
I think I'll go with that. Unfortunately, that sounds disgusting, but I also don't want a butthole hair taco. So, also I'm the donut guy. I mean, I have one on me, so I have to pick.
Boom. But you can't spit any of the toenails out, and the wish does not kick in officially till all the toenail clippings have been digested, just to be sure that they've all gone through.
Sure, yeah, I'll take it down. I'll take it down.
No, okay. And now, what's your superpower?
That's a great question. I don't like to drive, so I'll just fly everywhere.
Yeah, flying's good.
I feel like that's a really convenient one. Because I mean, I could go creepy and be like X-ray vision, but no, I'm gonna go flying.
Yeah, and then so here's the thing with flying. So you're flying. Are you gonna be like? Do you watch The Boys?
I've seen very little of it, so I probably won't get this reference.
Okay, well, no, I'm just like Homelander and Superman. You know, they just fly fast. Are you gonna be a cruise control kind of guy? What kind of flight speed?
I can control my speed.
Yeah, because I hate how everything's
like
fast.
If I want to go fast, like basically the sky highway. If I want to go fast like that, then I can do that. But if I just want to have like a nice Sunday fly, then it'll be nice and slow.
I could just picture you in your Minshew magic outfit, eating donuts,
absolutely,
hovering over the over the Jacksonville versus Browns AFC Championship game in this fantasy.
Yeah, in my own head that'll happen. Sure. Hey, Browns are 3-1.
But,
Crazy.
Yes,
Crazy.
they are 3-1. It's like Derek Anderson all
It's
over
unbelievable. I don't know how we beat Dallas, but I am not going to question it because I'm just going to take it because it's just going to get worse from here.
They took control of that game after the crazy ass play call with OBJ, and they just humped it into submission. And
it was crazy. I mean, I was like, they're going to lose this game because like I've seen this before. Every time they have a lead, I'm like, nah, the other team's not out yet. And every single time the other team comes back and usually wins, but they got lucky on this one.
That happened a lot today. The only team that was really successful, I think, was Tampa Bay.
They came back, but they were down for
everybody
a while.
else. Yeah, they were. It was Justin Herbert. He needs to make better passing decisions.
He's good
he
though.
Fucked that
him
up
and Joe
when they
Burrow.
got that pick.
I like the future of this league for sure. Those two are pretty good.
Yeah, you can't. I don't see any quarterbacks like right now that like outside of Dwayne Haskins really has improved much, but
that
outside of
sucks.
that, yeah, he's not like the worst, but he's definitely not on the level of like everybody.
I think
else.
he's
Kyler
the worst
Murray's,
starter
like,
right now.
Yeah, I mean Teddy Bridgewater was giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, they won, didn't they? I'm pretty sure. So or no.
Yeah, they won. They beat the Cardinals.
So yeah, no, Dwayne Haskins is garbage. He's terrible.
Yes, Bryce loves that word garbage. But I got nothing else. If you could just help push out there to get a name for ratatitty, because I want something a little bit more classy than that. But it doesn't have to be PG.
I'll throw it up on the story. I'll do a little share ski. See if we can get a name for that guy. Because I got nothing. I'm completely useless when it comes to being put on the spot and trying to think of something. So hopefully someone else can do it.
Jake, you have a fan. Wait.
Sure.
I got to interrupt you. Jake, you have a fan. Here's your fan.
Oh, hey.
Hi,
what's
Jake.
going on?
Nothing much. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. By the way,
Excellent.
I have your pops. And just so you know, I picked them out personally. I went through all the boxes and looked at all the little pops to make sure there weren't too many imperfections. And I think I picked some good ones for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. We just need to mail them out. Unfortunately, this guy over here, he's not good at mailing stuff or...
Yeah, I still owe like the Still Real Army, like all those stickers that I bought.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to have to get a package together for
I mean,
you and
I
send
owe
it
the
to
Still
you.
Real Army certificates of Hall of Fame. So I have, and those are like 2 years old now. So.
Yeah.
No, don't try and make Andrew, or excuse me, Andy with an I feel better.
I got it tattooed on my ass.
Well, that's even better.
Right next to my name, though.
Are you going to tell him, Monica?
Tell him what?
He had a sex dream about him?
No.
That's very flattering.
It sure did. She got on top of me and called me Jake.
You know what? I did accidentally call him Jake
I
one day.
don't blame you. All right.
Then she slapped me in the face.
That makes more sense, too.
Because I wasn't Jake.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand that.
But he liked it, so it was kind of we had a combination of both. We both got something out of it. He got beat and slapped around a bit, and then I called him Jake.
I was like, "Call me Jake. Call me Jake. Call me Jake." And it wasn't Jake from State Farm.
Could be Jake the
No,
Snake.
definitely not.
No.
Or it could be Jake Snake.
It was Jake.
Exactly.
Tiny
I'm
Snake.
just throwing something out there.
Because he's got micropene.
Hey, that's not nice.
Right.
How do you know?
Self-admittal.
You know what? Until someone
that means he's packing a Pringle can.
We need somebody to get a ruler and like measure it, and then we can all decide if it is micro, or if it's average, or if it's above average.
Hashtag unleash the snake.
Yes. Unleash Jake Snake.
I'll have to make a whole episode of it. That's such a big storyline that we'd have to release a whole episode for that.
He wants to do a Big Brother watch party.
Ooh, that'd be so... Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on Big Brother right now.
Did you also start at season like 17 or whatever Andy did?
No, she's the one that got me into it.
So my mom was really into it, and so she'd make me watch it with her, and then I got sucked in, and I've been watching ever since. But I'm really bad with like...
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow. So you can even watch it even further. Yeah, you sure are. So I'd be scared. So like, I'm not that, knowledgeable when it comes to all the different cast members and stuff like that. But I will say, like, I have kept up here and there.
Yeah, once
throughout
there's open casting calls and like auditions again, I think I might give it a shot for next season.
Oh my God, that would be awesome. Tell me why. I was telling Andrew, like, either he should go on or I should go on, but then I don't think I could go on because then I'd cry a lot and I'd like just literally be really petty and like call everybody out on their bullshit.
One who cries a lot.
She's crazy.
So.
And I'd probably be out like I literally would be out like day 2. They'd be like,
crazy.
All right,
she has knives hidden around.
I would love to go on. I've been wanting to audition for years, and I just never have. Like, I've never had the confidence to do it, and I just think I'm just gonna say fuck it and do it.
Just do it. They're all pieces of shit, man.
Yeah,
like...
well, you know what? Derek wasn't, okay? Derek was by far one of my most favorite players. I thought he was such a gentleman, and he was so classy about it. But yeah, no, I would totally do it if I were you.
I like Cody
I'm a big
3 years ago.
I'm a big
Cody, the
evil
military
dick fan.
guy.
That's my guy.
Oh, no. God. That meatball guy was
sucks.
so annoying. I wanted to sock him in the
That guy
face.
sucks.
Oh, my God. Literally,
He's
he
better
was
than
the
Paul,
worst.
though. I'll take him over Paul any day.
Yeah. Oh, my
hate
God.
Paul.
Paul was a douche, too. Oh, God. Yeah. No, we're definitely going to have to do a watch party and like have a discussion about like what happened. I think right now it's just too political and there's too much going on to where I don't know if now
what
is
you
like
got
the
to do is
right
go
time
back.
to like
I was
have
telling
fun with
Andy,
it.
you got to go back and watch the old seasons where it was actually good.
Yeah. Yeah, because they'd actually like get like really
They get nasty.
Like,
it was
inappropriate
awesome.
and like really cuss each other. Yeah, it was bad. It was kind of like wrestling, right? Back in the day, it was amazing. You got to see like real like bad behavior before they cleaned it up, and so
I
that's
would
kind
never
of what Big
compare the
Brother's
two,
like.
but now that you did, I mean, it makes some sense.
Yeah, so you got to go back.
Okay, well, I will. And fun fact: Monica's wearing our new Seattle.
I gotta get me one of those.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are fantastic looking.
Oh, we're
tell
so
us,
excited.
tell us your size.
Oh, I
and
can
we'll
I can
look.
just order it online. You
'Cause-
guys have already done too much for me. You don't need to do anything else.
And you probably won't get it. So.
Yeah, I know.
That
And you
too.
probably won't get mailed
That
out
too.
for like another year and a half.
Well, if I find a Kraken's pop that they only sell
Absolutely.
here, I'll get that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, thank you,
Thank
Jake.
you
We
guys for having
appreciate
me
it.
on.
I love
you're so
how
sweet.
I always said I'm only gonna do 10 minutes, and look at me, I'm over here. 30,
Yeah, but I mean, look
I
at
mean,
Jake. He's the cutest.
I also
well, I mean,
love
you can't
to
look at him
talk.
right
I
now,
never
but I'm
shut the
just
fuck
saying.
up. So
Please
yeah,
talk.
I try. I'm the only one who
Don't stop,
does a lot of
guys. You're
talking
doing
on
a
that
great
fucking
job.
show.
Well, you should have heard Zanka this morning. He was
Wow.
mile a minute.
You know what's funny though, Jake? Like that's one thing you have over Zanka. I've never spoken to Zanka, and like I don't really know much about him, or even I don't think I've ever really heard his voice like in conversation, except for like hearing you guys have a conversation on the podcast.
It's the same.
No, I know, but I'm saying like we've never had any type of dialogue or interaction. I've only talked to Jake. Like
It's
he's the
just
only
like
person I've talked to.
it's just like talking to me.
I'm a fairly personable human.
well,
I
it's
can
okay,
kind of
like
talk
Jake
to
better.
anybody, no problem.
I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, you are. See, this is why Jake is a breath of fresh air. Excuse me.
And you're a breath of fresh ass, woman. Yum.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Jake. It's nice talking to you.
See you.
All
No
right,
problem.
later,
man.
Jake. Thank you.
Andy with an
That's the show, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget
Andy with an
to
R.
follow at still_real_pre_game
Andy with an R.
on IG and subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Andy
Spotify,
with an R.
and Anchor. Just search Still Real Pregame. Bye.
Andy with an R. Andy with an R.
So, who's your friend?
Andy with an R.
Indicator!